Hello and welcome back to GoGgLz Plays Stardew Valley, the one in which we play Stardew Valley. We're just starting up year 3, and if y'all don't remember, Grandpapa's ghost was very happy with us, so I think we gotta visit his shrine soon. First, let's ditch everything that we had in our inventory from last year, and yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of this, get rid of that, put that away. And those two, I guess. And let's just refill the silo. Put away this food. Don't forget to touch some statues for some easy fishies and for some easy geodes. Heading outside, we got a little bit of mail from Linus for saving our life, as well as a recipe from Caroline for solar panels. You know, because we were ever so good at picking ginger last year. So, let's grab that stuff, grab some coffee to make our morning chore a little bit easier, and start cleaning out some fields so we can start planting some fields. We have fiber going so that we didn't have to hoe nothing in the new year. And so let's get some stuff processing, grabbing some eggs, grabbing some goat milk, getting in there, getting some jade, popping off some mayo, and get some cheese going. There you are. And ditch the stuff we don't need, grab some ancient seeds and start a planting. I want this to be a very low maintenance year as far as farming goes. We need to concentrate on animals, friendship, and of course, beautifying the farm. So, ancient seeds down, everything's watered. Let's start harvesting our greenhouse, which is also full of fully grown ancient fruit. Head over, drop that jazz off, and yeah, we gotta do some clearing. Get rid of all this stuff that's there. Our lab eels apparently want a couple of fire quartz, so gotta try to get that to them soon. Walkaboot, give a little bit of love to the soft cheese barn. And anything down here that's gonna cause us trouble, that will. And head into the hard cheeses. Hello, cows. I missed you. Grab a couple of goodies there. Grab a little bit of gold ore from the fish ponds. Ditch a little bit more debris before we head up to the warren. And just a little bit of oak resin. Say hey to the fellas in breakfast coop. Head on over to the glutinous breakfast coop. Head on down round to the Bissell shed and make sure they're doing all right. They seem it. Yeah, get out of here. And finally, play with a Jurassic coop. Open up the gates so that the kiddos can go play. And we're gonna need to start processing some of this stuff too, so grab a little bit of stuff to shove in the preserves jars, and a couple of ancient fruits to put in the casks. Casks? Kegs. Kegs. And that shall probably do us pretty nice. Alright. All that prep stuff being did, and it is almost 6 o'clock in the evening, so let's clean out our inventory and see what we got to get did this week. You done yet? Nah. Alright, let's ditch this ancient fruit wine in here. And let's go check out our weekly quest. Should have brought a horse. Should have brought a tractor. Demetrius wants sardines? I mean, I can try, but no promises. Okay, so we got cave patrol or biome balance. I could slay some grubs, but I think fishing will be a little bit faster. So let's take that one and head on over to Ginger Island. Never mind, we will not head over to Ginger Island. So let's just claim our... it was taro roots, not ginger. And Gus wants a coconut. I'll totally remember to do that. In the meantime, got a fishing rod. Let's go fishing. Oh, it is a mess over here. I mean, that's a little bit better, but let's start doing some fishing. See if we can knock off a quick 20 fish. That ain't fish. That's a fish. That's not a fish, but I'll take it. Golden treasure chests, eh? I might have to futz with that. Yeah, I think at some point this week I might reallocate my skill points for fishing. Yeah, I don't need the money from fishing anymore. I'd much rather get some treasure chests and, you know, what is contained there within. AKA, I want some golden animal crackers. I want my aminals to be the happiest that they could possibly be. Ooh, look, an owl. And it's 1 o'clock, so let's start heading home. Head on up and... Great, they want some fire quartz. Can I get that, dude? Maybe not today, but I'll definitely grab it so it's in my inventory for tomorrow. Ditch everything I don't need, sell everything I don't want, and head to bed. A small chunk of change, lots from that row that we had going, and a little bit from that slime egg we found last year, but can't complain about that. So let's start off day 2 by touching some statues and... yeah, let's get some more. I don't see ourselves going into the mines, but... oh, Linus, thank you for the Mackie roll. Let's just shove that right in the fridge there. It's exactly what I wanted. And let's grab a little bit of coffee for my morning choring to go. Now, if I remember correctly, as we are doing a little bit of processing, we are almost at full friendship with everyone. Which means that I got 2 people to max right out, one of them being the dwarf, and one of them being Leo. However, if I head to Pierre's and buy a certain something, I can make somebody my boyfriend, girlfriend. That might be good because I still want to get all the star drops. And one of them star drops is locked behind having a happy home. I mean, I want to feel fulfilled and have a loving wife/husband. Yes, that is it. But I think now that we are done our morning choring, get another batch of eggs and or milk going in the cheese press and mayo press, respectively, I think we can probably head out, give a couple of gifts. So let's grab a duck feather for Leo, let's grab our ticket so that we can turn it in, as well as a rock for a dwarf. And so long as we're good enough to see the dwarf, let's get another fish pond. So, hop off, rock for dwarf. Hey, I really love this stuff. You can find great things in the mines. Cave carrot stew, cave carrot roast. The possibilities are endless. Yes, they are. And in the meantime, let's head on up and... I will not be able to make a fish pond, but I will be able to grab this bouquet. Now, with said bouquet, I will be able to get a girlfriend. I do have somebody in mind. Turn in our ticket, and you know what, that's the perfect place for that plan. Awesome. A duck feather for Leo. Can't talk right now, GoGgLz. I have to really focus. Good for you. Work on your school and stuff like that. And let's grab that, grab this, and today we will head to Ginger Island. Heh. Crab. Alright, Willie. Let's go. Okay, a little bit rusty, a little bit forgetful. Let's head on up and see what the little birdie has to say about what nuts we still need to get. One buried in the north. I believe that one is also locked behind one of the secret notes. Okay, well, that's no good for us till we go delving into the volcano a little bit more, so let's just grab some hardwood so long as we're here and check on our weekly quest from Key. I could do 4 prismatic shards, but I don't want to, so it sounds like we're getting level 100 in the dangerous Skull Cavern. Yay. Oh, it is a mess around here. Let's clean this up just a little bit. Alright, that's a bit better. But if it was a mess here, let's check out other areas of the island. Speaking of mess, gee willikers, my inventory is a disaster. Just as I thought. Look at all these rocks. Look at all this clay that could be used for so much better things. Let's bash these up, get them in my pocket, and it's basically 7 o'clock, so I think after I finish this, just gonna head up to the volcano and try to get a couple of cinder shards going. Yeah. Well, that was not terribly productive, but got a handful of them. They're always useful. So, ditch everything in here. And let's prep our inventory for just heading back to the valley tomorrow. Head on in, head on to bed, and Not terribly much money, but ain't nothing to snuff at. Okay, day 3 on the island. Let's touch some statues, get a little bit of extra crit chance, get a little bit of extra ladder chance, and a mango sticky rice recipe from Leo. Good thing Willie helped him write it. Such a good guy. Alright. Clean out our inventory into these chests here, and don't need that, or that. I will need that, but I don't need that or that. And let's ditch this rock candy in our fridge, grab our daily coffee. You in here? You in here. Perfect. And you know what? Let's see what the dangerous skull cavern's like. Grab some coffee, grab some spicy eel, and I will need bombs. No, I don't want monster musk. That'd be silly. A single warp totem. And I will need regular old food. Let's try blueberries. That'll probably do me. Pam's not here yet. Well, I guess we can do a little bit of morning charm while we're waiting for them. As long as we're going there, I noticed that we do not have the recipe for the desert warp totem. So, I believe 10 iridium bars when we head on out there should get us that. Say hey to hard cheese, say hey to hot soft cheese. Grab a little fish pond goodies, and over to the gluten-free, the glutinous, the Jurassic, as well as the abyssal aminos. And ditch that mystical syrup. And come on, Pam, come on, Pam, come on, Pam, let's go, Pam. Morning chorin' did. Let's go delving a bit. Get some coffee in us, get the recipe for the desert warp totem, eat some spicy eel, ignore that coconut, and down we go. Ooh, little prismatic shard. Oh, this is not lovely. Hey, my first hole. 5 levels down into dinosaur level. Alright, another hole. 4 more levels down. 5 more levels from our next hole. We're not making that great of time. Ooh, but that 7 levels does a little bit for us. A little bit of iridium ore, can't complain about that. Okay. Easy now. Take it slow. Someone found you unconscious and battered. I had to perform an emergency surgery on you. Be a little more careful next time. I have to get to level 100 in the Skull Cavern, Dr. Harvey. I am not going to take it careful. And I will pay that 1,000 gold every time. Luckily we found a little bit of crab cakes in the Skull Cavern, so our energy and health is not completely decimated. Let's clean up our inventory a little bit, and not that terribly much time left. Let's finish off our fishing today. Ditch this stuff, ditch that stuff. Got to get rid of that. And you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for some challenge bait. Grab a little bit of that so that we get more high risk, high reward fishing going. Get a little treasure chest. Get 3 fish from our first cast. Less fish from our second. Less fish from our third, fourth, fifth, sixth. But 3 from our 7th. And that'll do it for the quest, so... a couple hours left in the day. Let's just clean up the forest a bit. It is a mess up here. Get rid of all this debris. Oh, may as well grab some hardwood whilst we're here. I do love the ice wand. I have to care so little about things that might hurt me. Then again, that might be what did me in the cavern. We'll never know. Yeah, let's grab a cork bobber for the future. Sauce it on our fishing rod and we'll head to bed. Ah, right, we didn't do any processing today. Hence the lack of money. Spreading weeds? Damage my farm? Well, I won't stand for that. Let's touch our statues, get extra ore, get some extra, well, easy fishing, and grab a coffee to help out with some morning choring. Claim our reward for doing the biome balance. Clint, lovely guy, sends us a little bit of copper in the mail. I need one more rustic flooring. I do not have it. I do now. But, so long as we're standing right in front of the shed here, let's get some processing going. Couple of bones, couple of eggs, couple of milks, and we do have an abundance of iridium ore right now, so let's get that did as well. That'll do me nice. Get some iridium smelting up, grab my jade, get my cheese going, as well as a little bit of mayonnaise for posterity, and shove some bones into these mills. Now, that being done, it is a rainy day, so it's the perfect time to make some more fences. Let's get the warren all contained over here. No, go there. Not perfect, but better. I see you want a little bit of fire quartz, lava eels. Alright. First I gotta go say hey to soft cheese. Grab a little bit of gifts. And then we'll head on over to hard cheese, give him a little pet. And then we'll grab a couple of gifts. Sauce a couple of walls down here. Here. Would like a little bit more bluegrass, but it's acceptable. Get rid of that misplaced there. And a couple of fish pond gifties. Let's see, you want 7 cinder shards, 7 cinder shards, and 7 cinder shards? I'm pretty sure most of our cinder shards are at the island. I'll see what I can do for y'alls. Now, it's not aerobics day, so Robin should be home. After we pay homage to our Jurassic shed and, ooh, a new chick hatched. It looks odd. Well then, I think that you shall be Ephraim. Wait. Nope, I do not have enough room for Ephraim Wait. So, I guess we can go by your nickname. Welcome to the world, Camog. Give a little pet to the rest of the abyssal coop. Shove a new egg in the incubator. Say hey to breakfast coop. And then grab their presents. Then we'll head up to the glutinous coop. Grab their presents and give them a pet. Okay. So, let's grab a couple of those for our fish pond. Ditch all that jazz that I'm not going to use right now. I guess I got a couple of cinder shards for this one. But I will need to go to the island to get a few more. As long as I'm heading up to go see Robin, grab a rock for the dwarf. I really love this stuff. You can find great things in the mines. And that will put dwarf at 10 hearts. Perfect. Go see Robin, construct some farm buildings, get a new fish pond going. I think that right here will be perfect. Okay, I'll start working on your new fish pond first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks, Robin. Oh, hello, Leo. Good thing I had this duck feather on me. Have you noticed the interesting birds that live here? I have not. Or are you talking about owls? I guess owls would be pretty interesting. Hoe up a couple of wigglers, close our gates, and toss a couple of fire quartz into the fish pond. Doing good. So, let's head on down to Ginger Island and grab a couple more. Ooh, Sebastian cutscene. Grab a couple more cinder shards. GoGgLz. Hey, I'm surprised to find you out here in the rain. Look at those dark clouds looming over the horizon. I hope they come this way. Then it can be dark, like my soul. I mean hair. I mean hoodie. I like this weather because it makes everyone disappear. You know, how you like to make people disappear? Being around people makes me anxious. Oh, I'm glad I'm sitting beside you on this dock. I don't feel that way about you, though. Thanks? We're getting soaked. I mean... Here. There is room for two. Come in. To my umbrella. Closer. Grab a little bit here, grab a little bit there, and... missed it. By that much. Well, fine. Didn't want to go to Ginger Island anyway. I guess I will... let's clean up the forest a bit. We did take note of how much debris had spawned up beginning of spring, so let's chop some trees and make sure nothing ain't gonna spread too much. We got the energy and apparently we got the time now, so a little bit of detour, grabbing some hardwood and dodging some slimes. Not well, but still dodging slimes. And back to the debris cleanup. well, 1 o'clock? Let's drink some coffee, and I think it's about time we hit the old dusty road back on home. Got a lot of the forest cleaned up, and more importantly, got a good handful of wood. Got a feeling we'll be putting that to good use soon. But soon is in the future, bed is now. A little bit of chunk money. Not bad, not great, not bad. Definitely not great. But year 5 of spring. Day 5 of spring year 3. So let's start off touching our statues as we always do. Get a little bit of easy fishing, get a little bit of ores. Extra ores, I should say. And may as well start processing before we start off with our morning choring. Grab a little bit of this, grab a little bit of that, and some ores and some bones. Think that should do us nice. Yeah. Oh, why did I do that? Well, grab some bones again. And everything else I need to put back in. Shove a couple of ores in there. Get some fertilizer going. Grab my eggs and milk again. Get out of the way, Iridium ore. Alright, back in the way, Iridium ore. Get rid of that, and ditch the fertilizer before I start processing some cheese. And some mayo. There we go. Sell everything I don't want, and let's start off with our morning chore. Grabbing some honey, heading out to the warren, letting them out, and giving them a little pet. Grabbing some goodies, petting the rest of them. Heading down over to the greenhouse, shake a couple of trees, get a couple of fruit, ditch that in a chest. And let's grab some of this stuff to start processing as well. Perfect. With that being did, let's let out hard cheese. After, of course, we give them a pet and grab their goodies. Grabbing a couple of lava eel roll along the way to soft cheese. A couple of goodies. And let's get rid of these trees. They're annoying me. Lovely. Head out of here, grab a little bit of roe, pet a couple of birdies, grab some goodies from the breakfast coop, pet some more aminals, and grab a little bit of pine tar along the way. Ditch everything we don't need, get rid of this, get rid of that. Now, we weren't able to make it to Ginger Island yesterday, so I think that we should head to Ginger Island today so that we can get our cinder shards for our fish ponds. Anything else I need? Don't think so. Ooh, flour. It's only 2 o'clock, so Willie should be manning that. Along the way, let's grab our Friday sprinkler from Krobus. And let's change up our fishing proficiencies. I mean, we'll change them up after we sleep. Grab some beach goodies, and we got time to do a little bit of fishing. I see some bubbles that I really want to hit up. Well, we still got bubbles, but I don't want to miss the boat again, so head into Willie's shop and into the back room where we can head off to Ginger Island. Yeah, get that boat ready for me, Willie. Let's take a trip. Now, at Ginger Island, first things first. Ooh, couple of thingamajigs. Grab some cinder shards, just enough so that we can get our rays up and going for our fish ponds. A little bit of ginger on the floor, can't say no. But let's also check and see what the birdies got to say about our nuts. 2 in the north. Alright. Does that overlap with buried nuts? I mean, at the very least, still gotta do at least one nut that I missed along the way. Don't know where it could be, but that's future GoGgLz problems. Head back to the valley, and we got a lot of stuff here in this chest that I do not want around anymore. So let's grab everything that I want to get rid of, and then we'll head up to the Adventures Guild and sell it off. Make a little space in our inventory. Much better. Sell a couple of fish. And give a couple of fish some cinder shards for grabbing our horsey and heading up to the guild. As long as we're up here, let's chop a couple of trees along the way. Always need more wood. And Marlin, take all this jazz. As long as we're here, we still need 50 void spirits and still need about 90 magma sprites. Well, we can pick away at those in the future. But for now, not much time left in the day. We're up here already. Let's clean out the quarry a bit. Oh, a little mystery stone. Oh, that looks better. And it is getting late, so I think after we clean up our inventory, it is pretty much bedtime. What's this? A strange sound was heard during the night? Well, gotta check that out tomorrow, but first, fishing. Level 5, let's take plus 25% and get some extra treasure chest chance. But day 5's did, time to move on to day 6. Start off touching our statues as we do, as we will. Get a little bit of extra luck, get a little bit of extra ore, and get a little bit of the coffee. So let's start off, add some hay to our silos, because, well, our aminals were inside quite a little bit. Grab a little bit of stuff for processing. bones, milk, eggs, and... guess we got a little bit of ore that needs smelting up. Not terribly much dough. No, that's about it. So, coal for that, and let's start our processing. Get some stuff smelting, grab our jades, get stuff in the bone, grab our fertilizer, eggs to mayonnaise, and milk to cheese. Get rid of all this, get rid of all that, pet everyone in the warren. Grab but a single wool from the warren. Before we go say hey to hard cheese, grab some gifties. Ooh, I see our fish pond is done. Hello, soft cheese, thank you for the goodies. And grab a lava eel from, say, this fish pond and put it in this fish pond. Down to the glutinous bakery as well as the breakfast coop. Grabbing a couple of goodies along the way. Say hey to the Jurassic coop as well as the Infernal coop, and... oh, seems like we have a new friend. Name: Sharptooth. Yeah. And welcome Sharptooth to the end of the world. Grab an egg and put it in the incubator for a new friend in the future. Making our way along trees, we grab the maple syrup, shove it in the chest, figure out that we got some row going there, so put it over here, put that over there, and sell everything we don't need. Now, we didn't do too good last time we went to the Skull Cavern, but I think we can do better this time, so... it's only 11 o'clock, we got a little bit of time. Grab some coffee, and... yeah, some spicy eel, some algae soup for food. Well, for health. Just because we got a bit of it. As well as some stone, algae, and seaweed. May as well go see Robin today, seeing as she is freed up from making our last fish pond. Ditch everything we don't need in the chest, and head up to go get a fish pond constructed. Yeah. Alright, Robin, I know you just did it, but let's do it again. Right there. Okay, I'll start working on your fish pond first thing tomorrow. Love to hear it. And whilst you prepare all that jazz, I'm gonna go prepare to get to level 100 in the Skull Cavern. Let's go, Pam. And organize our inventory, then into the breach. First hole, 3 levels. Second hole, 11 levels. No. Oh. What a rude bug. Easy now, take it slow. Someone found you unconscious and battered. I had to perform an emergency surgery on you. Be a little bit more careful next time. No, Harvey. I will not be more careful. Didn't lose anything. Can't complain about that. So, get a little bit of food in me. Get that health, get that energy up. And... hello, Vincent. Hi, Mr. GoGgLz. What you doing? Spring onion. Mom sends me out to pick these sometimes. They're too spicy for me. I very much doubt that, Jess. You're really nice for a grown-up, so I'm gonna show you a secret. Okay. Ooh, nice animation. When you see it like this, it looks good, right? Yes? But if you peel a little bit... that hand. It's terrifying. It's full of bugs. What is wrong with your hand? Cool, huh? And what do you do with the bugs, Vincent? Usually I mush them. Wait, this is like role reversal. I thought Jess was the psychopath. Sorry, sociopath. Mr. GoGgLz, please put the bugs back in the grass so they can live in peace. And I can find them later. You learned how to clean spring onions. Their sell price is now worth 5 times the gold. That is not that useful to me. Anywhoozits, let's clean up the forest a bit. I am not heading back to the Skull Cavern, and I had no other plans for the day. So, let's get some wood. Secret woods for a little bit of secret hardwood. And, well, that's cleaned up. I do seem to remember that Gus did want a coconut, so let's clean up our inventory and then we'll head down to the saloon. Where'd I get trout soup from? You go in the fridge. Grab one little coconut there for Gus. Here you go, Gus. Coconut. Now there's a soothing sight for my winter eyes. It's gonna be perfect for my Kogo no-no. Well, you do with it what you will, but I did see somebody else in that tavern and I would like to go be a boyfriend too. So let's go back to the farm, grab a bouquet, and hey Leah. You wanna get serious? I feel the same way. Aw, she's blushing. Have a salad. This looks delicious. I had a feeling you would ask me to eat a salad. I have given you salads before. It's only logical. But 10 o'clock, got a new girlfriend, finished a quest, and got battered in a skull cavern. Let's get a little bit more processing going, and then I think it's bedtime. Yeah. Wait a second. We also had that strange sound last night, didn't we? We should go look for that. Nothing over here. Horse won't fit up there. Alright, Grandpa's Shrine. Ooh. Statue of Perfection. You found a peculiar statue behind Grandpa's Shrine. Neat. Okay, looking for a strange sound maker. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, there you are. A strange pulsating capsule. And I may as well put the Statue of Perfection down somewhere. There's good. And then it's about bedtime. Alright. Day 6 did. Day 7 up. We have today. to get the skull cavern done. So, got a butterfly somewhere in the valley, got extra chance to find ladders. Let's get some good stuff. Triple shot espresso, move fast. Get some spicy eel, move fast, get luck. Algae soup wasn't doing me too hot yesterday. Touch our statue. And now that we have the warp totem recipe, grab some iridium, grab some hardwood. I think life elixir will do us good to get over there. A farm warp totem to get back in a pinch. And craft up a warp totem for the desert. Head on over. Start off moving fast, move faster, and grab a little bit of food that's just lying around on the ground and... Right. Staircases. I was gonna bring jades, so let's grab some jades. And we have a couple of staircases somewhere around here. There you are. And I guess we gotta craft up another desert warp totem. Get our inventory all settled. And head on back to the desert. Head on up to the desert trader, trade in all our jades for staircases. And let's delve. Gotta be slightly careful this time, cause we ain't got no time after this. Oh, first hole, 8 levels. A little bit of radioactive ore. Nah, I'm not dealing with that. Staircase out of there. Noon o'clock, level 26. And second hole, 3 levels. Get a little bit more radioactive ore. Get a little bit of cheeky iridium, explode some more radioactive. And it's already 5 o'clock. Let's start using some of these staircases. Get a little bit deeper. See what we can see. Whoops. A little bit more radioactive from a bomb. And some survival burgers from a chest. Sure. Alright. Whatever. Keep on staircasing our way down. Ah, there was a rock in my way. Oh, and a hole for 8 levels. Alright. Starting to make good time again. 7 o'clock, level 70. Making good, making good. Oh, I ain't dealing with that. Alright. Coming up on 8:30, level 95. Let's get some cheeky iridium and a prismatic shard from that. Can't complain about that. And level 100. Dangerous Skull Caverns. get a cowboy hat for our efforts. So let's just keep going. Nope. Find all the fun iridium and radioactive ore we can whilst we're here. I honestly think most of our radioactive ore comes from fighting monsters in the Skull Cavern. But, Antinoon 30, let's get out of the Skull Cavern, clean up our inventory, be responsible adults. And let's just sell one little pineapple so that we get our end splash screen at the end of the day. Because we done did good. Anything coming up next week? Not for a while. Anywho's it's bedtime. We did good this week. We done delved into the Skull Cavern, survived once, and we did some fishing. We got a girlfriend. But that is all for this week. Next week, we will continue our farming adventure. But until then, bye!